You know what?
Our South Africans start targeting certain businesses. Listen, guys, but one thing we need to understand, every single business that we see, that we shop in.
Guys, latest update. Please grab a seat, get your popcorn, sit down, and let's analyze this video. Do you guys know that recently some group of South Africans doing the March on Thursday in Durban, they were applying for jobs? Like CVs were flying everywhere. They were applying and seeking for jobs because these people promised them 1,000 job. PHAKEL promised them 1,000 job. Now they are applying. They have not seen anything yet. South Africans, some South Africans were just fired from their previous job because of lack of experience. Now another ones are applying. They were giving their CVs to PHAKEL that promised them 1,000 job. Let's wait and see which kind of job that they are going to give to them, because these people are content creators. This PHAKEL, Jacinta and co, they are creators making money for themselves. Now they've promised them 1,000 job, faking it by collecting their CVs, and these gullible, hungry South Africans are busy queuing up and giving them application letter. Wow, wonder shall never end in South Africa. Let's take a look at the video. As you're watching, kindly share, like, and subscribe.
You know what? Labor law enforcers are collecting CVs. These are photos of them collecting CVs from job seekers during their marches. It's so sad that a group like labor law enforcers can manipulate people, desperate people looking for employment, and tell them to submit CVs that they are going to help them look for jobs. I don't know any sane employer. In fact, I can guarantee you that nobody will employ anyone that is coming from this group called labor law enforcers. The name on its own is just telling you as an employer that stay away from this person. This person is trouble. Who in their right minds wants to employ somebody that they received a CV from labor law enforcers, so that mawubeka umthetho kwakho in your own business, they will call labor law enforcers for you? Do you think Usuliman will want to employ you to come and work at his whatever, his restaurant that is got, or his factory or whatever, so that next time Usuliman makakudonsela imali ngoba you don't come to work every Friday and every Monday, you go and call labor law enforcers nizombangela umsindo kwakhe, nivale business like ni disrupt ama operations kwakhe? CV when they're just going to be stacked somewhere in a pile, and then after some time they're going to be put in the bin. If anybody is looking for work, go and identify yourself at that specific employer and submit your CV. Say, do not allow yourself to be manipulated by these people that are using you and manipulating your emotions to advance their own agendas. They are trying to advance their own agendas, and they are using your desperation as a job seeker to do it. In order to get more people to come to the marches, they know that the majority of people are unemployed. So what is the best thing? Bring your CV. Then at the end of the march, after showing up in large numbers, they collect your CV. They'll tell you that, oh, we're going to connect you with employer. Which employer? Which employer is going to contact you after receiving your CV from these people? Man pegile nini? Do you think any employer is going to call you that they've got your CV from labor law enforcers?
Unity Chronicles is a glorious occasion. What pisses me off, what frustrates me, what angers me is when our local people, our South Africans, start targeting certain businesses. Listen, guys, but one thing we need to understand, every single business that we see, that we shop in, buy in, that we get materials to build our lives, our home, every business that we see, someone sacrificed to get the business to be where it is. So if people are going to start going to Malls Tiles warehouse, telling the owners to release foreigners and demand. Who are you? Who are you? Do you know how that business was established? Who are you to come into someone's business and tell them and dictate and threaten them on what to do and how they should do it? Who are you? Who are you? Listen, it's a glorious occasion, and I think we need to follow Lunica Chronicles. So if you're hearing this voice and you are seeing this video, please follow, because we need to grow our community, because we need more people to stand out. We can't do as we please as South Africans. People have built their businesses on extreme conditions, under immense pressures, making extreme sacrifices to be where they are today. And you're going to get people marching the streets and demanding that Mall Tiles warehouse to prioritize, to employ local residents. You forget that such companies started with South Africans, and there's a reason they got rid of them, whether you and I agree or not on those reasons. It's a glorious occasion. Something needs to be done. South Africans, real South Africans, need to stand up now and speak. We are tired of the dum-dums. And you know what? Sometimes we've got to speak our mind, because as we can see, people are doing as they please. So why must we be quiet? Why must we be careful with our words? Why must we be respectful? Why must we be respectful? We can't be ambushing business owners and threatening business owners to doing what we want. Yet, if we do what they want and we hire South African locals, some of them will let you down. There's a legal way to do things. It's a glorious occasion. I'm sure we all here have ideas of how we can change things in our country to better our country. But this is not it. It's a glorious occasion.
South African activist Phakati, I always used to call him Phake because I really do not know how to pronounce the name. But the reason why I want to make this video this night is to make something clear. He made a statement. Let me read out the statement. We are giving you this time to sort out your businesses. The deadline is 31st July 2026. We are giving you this time for you to leave our country. He made a statement in Zulu, which the South African blogs have been carrying. I would have loved to play it, but I know most of us might not really understand what he is saying. But of course, this picture is here. You can go look for the video to hear the video for yourself. But there are a few things I want to point out, right? Let's be very honest about what this is costing us. This is costing us African unity. Nigerians stood by South Africans during the apartheid. Ghanaians, Zimbabweans, South Africans built businesses in Nigeria. We are no longer foreigners to each other. We are one people, just separated by colonial borders. That's the only thing. The number two thing that this is costing us is cost African economy. Africans in diaspora pay taxes. They employ locals and send money home. When we send these people back home, we kill small businesses and push African trade back to non-Africans. We just push the trade back to foreigners, back to the people that colonize us and enslave us. The number three is, I just have to read this one out because I want you to get it clearly. It cost Agenda 2063. The AU's dream is one African market, one African people. AFCFTA cannot work if we are giving each other eviction deadlines. South Africa has right to regulate. Nigeria has a right to regulate. Ghana, Kenya, all of us do. But regulation should not look like hostility. It should look like documentation, fair laws, and respect. We should respect one another. Not like the tag that you guys have given Nigerians, and Nigerians are drug dealers. Knowing fully well that when you check people who are really into drugs in South Africa, they are not just Nigerians alone. Even the South Africans are inclusive. They are not also innocent. When it comes to crime, they are also not innocent. It is okay for us to make sure that the law catch up with them. That's what I've been preaching, and that's what I've been saying since. July 31st should not be an eviction deadline, but it should be for leaders to meet, policies to be harmonized, and for us to remember that an injury to one Africa is an injury to all Africans. And for us to also know that we are not each other's problem, but bad governance is the problem. And that is one thing I have been saying every day. See, I am not going to see a South African tomorrow and unleash hatred on them. Never. It will never happen. Because I understand what humanity is. I understand what love is. I understand that humans will always be humans. It doesn't matter where you come from. But we will still be the human that we are. So when someone commits a crime, I keep saying, let the person face the law. Let these people face the consequences for their action. Let us not make it look like it's affiliated to a particular country. Let us understand that the only thing differentiating us is just the colonial borders. We are now families. Africa is supposed to be united. Let me tell us something. These are colonial masters. They are gaining from us the more. They gain so much from us. Where are they producing most of these mineral resources? It's from Africa. But like I said in the previous videos I did 2 days ago, the first lady of Sierra Leone and Kenyan president spoke at Harvard. He spoke and talked about how large the continent is, Africa. It has over 1.5 billion people, but we do not have one person in the UN representing us in terms of security matters. When they are discussing insecurity in Africa, when they're discussing security measures, we do not have one Africa representing us to talk about what our issues are, to also make an input. It means that these people do not regard us. It means that these people do not see us as people who are worthy enough, but they take so much from us. And that is where I want our focus to be. Not us fighting each other day by day. We are not each other's problem, but we are as a result of bad governance. I am not disputing the fact that Nigerians have not done you people harm. But I am saying the way you all are going about it, the hatred is becoming too much. And it's not going to do good to Africa as a whole. If you're chasing Kenya out of your country, if you're chasing Malawians out of your country, if you're chasing Zimbabweans out of your country, if you are chasing any African people out of South Africa, it's not going to solve the problem. Our problem is bad governance. Like, it's all over Africa, not just South Africa alone. Nigeria has bad governance. Malawi, like all the African countries do. And that is what I am saying that we should be focusing on. Not hating each other. Like I said, we are one people.
I've never seen people as dumb as this March on March protesters. So you actually think PHAKEL, Nzigwe or Jacinta is going to give you jobs? And you're submitting your application letters. You guys are queuing, marching. No, please, we don't want you guys to stop the march. Keep marching and keep submitting application letters. You are submitting application letters for PHAKEL and Nzigwe that are using all the situation to film and sell their movies. Oh my goodness, South Africans. To get a sensible South African person is just by connection. To get a sensible one, it is just by connection. What is in the name of all this I'm seeing? What is this, God, I beg? Let me know what you think in the comment section. What do you have to say to these people? Because I don't understand them anymore. Every day we keep seeing different things. How they, I don't want to say what is in my mind, because if I say it there, maybe some bloggers will carry it and react on it and twist it. But let me just reserve my comment. But all the same, kindly share this video, like and subscribe.